he came to Creator one day and he said, Creator, I'm really humbled by this responsibility that you've given me, but I'm lonely. I'm lonely, Creator. And so Creator took pity on Nanabush and he said, Nanabush, I'm going to give you a friend. And then Creator made Mayan Gun, the wolf. And so for many, many, many years, Nanabush and Mayan Gun traveled as companions, as allies, as friends, as family. And they walked all across Turtle Island and they gave names to every living thing together. And when they finished their responsibility, Creator told Nanabush, he said, Nanabush, and you too, Mayan Gun, now is the time where your paths will separate. But always remember this, from this point on, whatever happens to Mayan Gun will happen to mankind. And whatever happens to mankind will happen to Mayan Gun. And we see that today with this disproportionate targeting of our native homelands by corporations, whether it's mining companies or forestry companies or oil and gas companies in the tar sands, or all across Turtle Island where these companies are trying to build pipelines across our rivers. Shame! And these companies are the ones that are pulling the strings of this Prime Minister and all the cronies that are trying to pass legislation and make it easy for them to kick the back door into our territories. And we have a responsibility not just to protect our children, my family. We have a responsibility to speak for those that cannot speak for themselves. And I'm talking about our winged ones, the ones that crawl under the earth, the ones that swim in our lakes, our rivers, our oceans, the ones that fly. We have a responsibility to the sacred medicines, the bush plants, the plants with leaves, the ones that never go to sleep, that are awake all through the winter, the evergreens. We have a sacred responsibility to protect these beings at all cost. And so I'm here today to say that there are many of us that have rose to this occasion. Yes, we have rights that our ancestors died for, that we experience and we benefit from today. But we also have something deeper. We have sacred responsibilities that Creator has given us. And this land, this Idle No More movement, this is not about transfer payments. This is not about revenue sharing. We cannot let the discourse in the media become one about us just trying to get a piece of the pie and raise our standings in this class system that has been oppressing us since the founding of this country. We want another world, the world that our ancestors died so that we could protect, okay? And we will share that world in a good way with all living things, including these greedy corporate people. We will share it with them. But those who knowingly cause harm against our people, who knowingly cause harm against the sacredness of Mother Earth, Creator is quick to punish those who know better. And so I ask all of you to pray for these people. And to listen to our grandmothers, especially, who tell us that love is the movement. We cannot let our hearts get poisoned with hatred. We cannot let our hearts get poisoned with all the sickness of colonization. The 7th generation prophecy of our Cree people talks about a generation of our young people that would be born free from the shackles of oppression, to think clearly, to make good decisions about which path to lead our people down. And that's us. That's us right now. In conclusion, and then I want to invite my sister, who I've traveled many years with, to come to the mic and to speak. But there was a sacred document that was signed in Yankton Sioux territory just the last weekend, where spiritual leaders, including the carrier of the sacred white buffalo calf pipe, overlooking horse, where Uncle Crow Dog Sundance leader, and many other Sundance chiefs, elected leaders, and grassroots leaders, spiritual society members came together, and they created a declaration to stop the Keystone XL pipeline, one of many pipelines that are going to result in Canada's tar sands for expanding. It's a shameful thing, but this is a beautiful thing that our spiritual people are backing our movement. You know, they're blessing it. They're praying in their own way in their lodges. They're loading their pipes. They're burning the sacred fires. And we all have to do the same thing. Because if we don't stop these corporate evildoers from doing what they're doing, then it's not just us. It's people all across the world that are suffering from climate change. 300,000 people every year now dying from crazy violent storms, from floods and everything. And so we have to be strong. We have to remember that Mother Earth has rights, and this movement is about reevaluating our relationship to what colonization has damaged most, and that is the sacredness of our Mother Earth. And so I thank you for coming out today in this beautiful snowy day. And I want to invite my sister now to the mic to speak.
My name's Heather Milton-Lightning. I'm Cree, Dakota, Blackfoot, and Ojibwe. I'm from Treaty 4. It's a real honor to be here on Algonquin territory. I really want to say thank you to all of you for coming out today. I know it's really cold, and it reminds me of my ancestors. You know, those that left and struggled to fight for our lands. And our settlement happened in Treaty 4 as they ran to survive. And I really want to say thank you to all the young people across this nation for standing up, for fighting back, and for awakening. You know, this is your future, and we love you, and we're so thankful for you. So I want to say Chimigwich to all those young people out there. You represent 75% of our population, and we do this because we love. You know, the first teachings of our lodges, our Sundance, our Sweat, our Warrior Society is love of life. And it was with that teaching we want to hand over to you. Do this because you love our people. Do this because you love our land. Do this because you love our way of being, our languages, our ceremonies, our sacredness, and our connection to the earth. Stand up and fight because you love. You know, anger, it's hurtful and it hurts our people, and we have a lot to be angry about. But we have the sacredness of this beautiful way of being, and that will carry us through many generations. And we're really thankful for you. And our elders, our spiritual people are praying for you that you'll get the guidance you need to lead us forward. You know, we're the older ones that have done our best, and maybe we didn't do good enough, but we fought. You know, around here in these last couple days, there's been defenders from Barrier Lake, from KI, from the Wet'suwet'en Nation that have gathered together. And they've been fighting for up to 30 to 50 years to protect their land. And we welcome you to join us to fight because we love our way of being. We love the sacredness of the water, and we want that for all people. So please stand up and rise with us because we have love for our people. You know, we fight the tar sands because we love our land. We don't want to see people die from cancer every day up there in northern Alberta. We love our people, and they shouldn't be sick. Our ancestors ensured those treaties and ensured that way of being, that we could live here forever and we could share this land. And now is the time to stand up and protect it so that our people don't have to die. Our missing and murdered women will come home to us and come back to us and back to our people. That all those young people in foster care will find their way home because they have love, and we will welcome them with love. Because this is what our foundation of being who we are as Anishinaabe people, is the great sacred way of being and protecting our lands and the beauty of who we are. So thank you so much for coming out here and for supporting this, and across the nation, thank you for loving our people, for loving our way of being, and reminding these people in these buildings that there's consequences to the decisions they made, and we're going to hold them accountable because we're strong and we'll never leave. They tried to kill us, they tried to destroy us, they tried to take away our spirit through residential school, but we're still here. And it's the blood of our ancestors that's in your veins. They will get at us. They stood up and they fought through smallpox, through everything that happened to our people. And that blood runs in your veins. Be proud of who you are. Love who you are. Doesn't matter what anyone says. You are our future, and we love you, and we will help you. So please stand up and rise with us and tell them we're not going to be idle no more, and we never were. We stand with our ancestors. Miigwech.
Wow.